there, this is Brittany from Just Be Crafty. Today I'm demonstrating how to do the iris stitch. The iris stitch is a really pretty stitch that gives your yarn project a really beautiful light and airy drape. So it's the perfect stitch for spring scarves, shawls, and sweaters. For this tutorial, you will just need to know how to chain and make a double crochet. That's it! If you've mastered those two skills, I'm confident you can tackle this stitch. For the complete list of materials and more information about the iris stitch, please see the link to my original blog post in the description box below. Before we get started, I want to take the time to invite you to subscribe to my channel if you'd like, and to hit the bell so that way you're notified whenever I post a new tutorial. I post new stitches every Friday and new patterns every Tuesday, so you definitely don't want to miss out. Also, if you find this tutorial helpful, let me know by giving the video a thumbs up. So with all that out of the way, let's go ahead and get started. To start, grab your yarn and a crochet hook. I am using a 5mm hook and Caron Simply Soft yarn. We're going to start with a slip knot and with our foundation chain. The iris stitch is worked in multiples of 4, so we want to make a foundation chain that's a multiple of 4 and then add on 3 additional chains. For my chain, my multiple of 4, I'm going to use 20 and then add 3 chains. So my total foundation chain length will be 23 chains. Okay, so I have my foundation chain of 23, and we're going to start by making a double crochet in the 5th chain from our hook. And in that same chain, we're going to make another double crochet. Chain 1, and make 2 more double crochets in that same chain. And now we're going to skip 3 chains, 1, 2, 3, and in that 4th chain we're going to repeat that same process. So 2 double crochets, followed by a chain 1 and 2 more double crochets in that same chain. Once again, we're going to skip 3 chains, and in that 4th chain, we're going to do 2 double crochets, so that's 1 and 2, and then chain 1 and 2 more double crochets in that same chain. And then we're going to once again skip 3 chains, and in that 4th chain do your 2 double crochets, chain 1, 2 more double crochets. So we're chaining 1 and then 2 more double crochets in that same chain. And once again, you guessed it, skip 3 chains, and in that 4th chain, do the same thing. 2 double crochets, chain 1, 2 double crochets. And now we're at almost to the end. We have 2 chains left. So we're going to skip 1 chain and make a double crochet in the last chain. And that's the first row of iris stitch. So now we can turn our work and begin the second row. To start the second row, we're going to chain 3, and we're going to be working in the chain spaces from the previous row, those chain 1 spaces. So in that first chain 1 space, you're going to make 2 double crochets, chain 1, and 2 more double crochets in that same chain space. And now we're going to jump over to the next chain 1 space. 2 double crochets, followed by a chain 1 and 2 more double crochets in that same space. And so you're just going to repeat this process across your row until you get to the last chain space. Okay, so we're getting ready to work our last chain space. You're going to do the same thing. 2 double crochets followed by a chain 1 followed by 2 double crochets. Okay, so now we're working our last stitch, and our last stitch is going to be a double crochet into the top of our turning chain from the previous row. So go ahead and make your double crochet into that turning chain. Now we've just completed our second row, and so from here on out you're just going to repeat row 2. So maybe you might want to change the color for row 3, so I'll show you how to do that. So pull out your double crochet that you just made, that last double crochet, and then do the first half of it. So start your double crochet, insert your hook, grab your yarn, do your first yarn over and pull through 2 loops and stop here. You can go ahead and cut your yarn. And now we're going to yarn over with our new color. So I'm bringing in this really pretty robin's egg color, and I'm going to start with a slip knot. And now I'm just going to slide that onto my hook and complete my yarn over with that new color. So I'm just going to slide my new color through the loops of my old color. And now I turn my work and I'm ready to start row 3. So to start, we chain 3. And once again, we're going to be working in those chain 1 spaces. So you'll make 2 double crochet followed by a chain 1 and 2 double crochet in the chain spaces. And now in the next chain space, we're going to do the same thing. You're going to do your 2 double crochets, chain 1, and 2 more double crochets. And now just repeat this process across the row through your last chain 1 space. Okay, so now we're working on our last chain one space, doing our double crochet and our second double crochet, our chain one, and our 2 more double crochets. And now our last double crochet is going to go into the top of that turning chain, so the third chain of that starting chain 3. So make your double crochet in there. And this completes row 3. That is the iris stitch. I really hope you found this tutorial helpful, and if you do, please let me know by giving the video a thumbs up. And if you haven't already and would like to, please feel free to subscribe so you never miss a new tutorial. I come out with new stitches every Friday and new pattern tutorials every Tuesday, so you definitely don't want to miss out. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!